this one. Farrow Cooper stopped right around where he would have been had he Now Jones throwing on first down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. But able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Barkley a first down and more. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. On first down, Barkley, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 41. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. First carry from Devontae Booker. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Tackled right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
On third down, Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did, that time for a loss.
And Godot's kick is right through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Waddle will return this from the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez, and he'll be down at the 6-yard line. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting.
Second down, here's Barkley again. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
He's crazy. He's checking crazy. Out.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. He's going to get...
But still, a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On second down, here's Barkley. The tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Barkley. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flushed out right. And it's caught. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And This one complete to Will Fuller. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And this will be swung out for Lindsey. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
On first down, it's Lindsey. A gain of 3, second down.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. Give, running right, Lindsey. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Finding Gaskin underneath. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Working with a 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game, and just like that, on we head to half number 2. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Now that was an inspirational scramble for a first down, all the while absorbing a big-time hit. Well, we know the guys in the huddle appreciate what he's doing. But how about the guys in the press box, the luxury boxes, the guy who signs his checks, and especially the main guy with the headset on the sideline? I'm not so sure they like that so much.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down, right back to Lindsey. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Tua now on first down. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Tua sets up to pass it. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Throwing again on second down. Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And Gaskin, I don't think he got there. No, they're going to mark him short. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. Touchdown! It's complete. Jalen Waddle, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Adoree Jackson on the return. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game,
They know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally. But he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Well, they certainly got dented with that 1st down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. A little check down to Lindsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Looking to pass. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. He's at the 50. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big guy trying to get it to the house.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 97 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now Saquon Barkley. Oh, no, he lost the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Gano's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Miami set to take over. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Tua now on 1st down. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Lindsey running right.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to give the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Another run by Lindsey. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Tua on 4th down. It's complete to Fuller. Touchdown, Dolphins. Will Fuller on the receiving end of the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins can take the lead with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
13.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. So now Jones and the Giants trailing 14-13, just over 2 minutes to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Jones. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now Jones. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. They'll run with Barkley. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On the run, it's Barkley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jones. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
We got 3.
To throw is Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. 2 for 2 tonight. This will be for the win. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that